time, unless I have to go through a little bit of it to get to like a cellar or a dungeon or something like that, right? Obviously. Because as long as I can clear a path to wherever I'm potentially going to like die somewhere else in the game, I can move these over and I'll give me enough space. Like with the council in Crust Docks was a big fuck up where I went through it 1 week and I was like, cool, I've cleared out this whole area, I don't need to do it again. I'll just go straight down the Durance of Hate. And then I went down the Durance of Hate and I died like a couple of times. And then I came out and I had to like run past the council with no gear. So I like died 8 times doing that. Eliza died several times. I had to buy 2 new sets of full armor to try to have enough armor to go and collect my original armor, then my spare armor. And as you guys know, like I am only using the first page of the stash as well, because originally there was only 1 page of stash. So it's not like I have like an endless surplus supply of like good shit. Like once I've got all my stuff back, I have to then like sell the excess stuff. So yeah, there's times when like I fuck up like that, but as long as I generally have like money on me and I don't lose like extra XP on death, which tonight I've been losing purely XP and a little bit of money, right? Because like I just haven't had money on me. But yeah, in those cases where I'm not losing XP, like, oh Jesus, fucking hell, sorry. Yeah, no, where I can actually like not lose my XP and stuff, I can kind of like get the extra XP of going through an area and re-clearing it to like make safe passage. But I don't generally have to like re-clear too much. Like this is an area where like it's 1:30 at the moment, for instance, I stream till 2 AM, right? So there's a pretty good chance, not that, there's a pretty good chance I'm not going to find the monastery and have this whole section cleared out, which means that not next week, sorry, the following week, because I'm not streaming next week. In a fortnight's time, I'll have to come all the way back through this area and re-clear it out, and hopefully if I don't die much, I might be able to get a little bit of extra XP enough to nudge me forwards. Plus I go down every single like cave and tomb and cellar and everything, so that's where I kind of like make up enough to be the level of my area. But even though I am the level for my area, my stats are not. So yeah, it makes it fucking difficult as shit. But at the same time, like once I finally like clear the area, like once I eventually do clear all the way through fucking hell, like the fucking, mind you, Baal's fucking minions and his like the actual Baal fight itself on hell is going to be insane, because Nightmare was difficult enough. It didn't help that my internet was lagging out the whole time I was dealing with his minions, and ended up like adding on an extra like 40 minutes because like ultra slow. Also I have to let Shadow know I've got his bow. Well, actually I should go back. Wait, have I got a portal near me? Not that. There we go. Yeah, I do. I could go back and sell some things, because I actually have some things to sell finally, which means that we can buy Eliza. Yeah, no, we'll buy Eliza. Every time I buy her, she gets a little bit more expensive, so it is like a pick and choose your situation. I also don't have Kane yet, so I can't just automatically identify everything, which is a little bit of an issue. That's not a lot. I'm hoping to like come across something, like obviously like for Barbarian and whatever. That just I should have something else in my I have Shadow's bow too. That's only normal, that's not going to be much money. That's fine though. At least I got another rejuvenation potion. I can't believe I'm only finding like basic rejuvenation potions. I thought the last area was like pretty good at that. Alright, I do need to sell one of my manners. I will get rid of that. So I was keeping some of the lesser health, you know, for what do you call it? Like when I have to run back in to get my gear. And that's been kind of good. But like then I'm in a situation where I obviously don't have a belt and I don't have health and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, basically I can only use the one tab of my stash. None of this is usable. So whatever I can fit is whatever I can fit, and for the most part I've been keeping about this much health surplus when I can. But at the moment after the big fucking battles I had, I lost so much stuff. I also got rid of some of my charms. I ended up getting rid of like a heap of like gems and runes that I was saving for like just the purpose of selling for money, right? Just so that I could have money to like buy more health and buy more gear and stuff. So I traded out all that. But like, yeah, I've got spare stuff, but they're not great, and Eliza can't use them because they're only my spare gear. So they are slightly better than what she's got. Eliza's got like some dodge shit. Pop that away. I got so little money now. We started with like so much. Also arrows, sorry. While I think about it. Oh, I need more than that. It's fine. Hey Chassis. You know, I wasn't even considering the fact that eventually I'm gonna have to fight the butcher to get her malice back. This is the only area I've had to really repair my gear as well. And I'm only out in the coal plains at the moment. Like, I would literally almost do better. I gotta stop hitting map. I've been playing so many different games, my brain's just like Emma's map, and it's not for this. So my thought process was that as much as I don't need to clear out like through here, like if I don't think I have enough time week to week to literally wipe out this whole area, but that would be the only way for me to be slightly more powered than the area. Because that's like one thing that I like about Diablo 2 is that you can just go through and backlog kill everything and then be stronger than your area. That is one of the nice things that I enjoy. But yeah, this is going to be fucking hard as hell. I've got Eliza's back, Valkyrie's here, my gear is repaired, I've got health. Alright, I guess it's time to go back out and like see how long it takes. Oh yeah, I was going to look at Eliza's stuff, because the other thing too is I occasionally forget to give Eliza my hand-me-downs and then I sell it. So like she's only got a defense of 50, so that was like my second last helmet. My current one's pretty strong, but that's what I was kind of rocking during Nightmare. It's my Doom Brow, and I've got my circlet still in here. That one is my previous one. So I went from like 60 defense to like 125 in one hit, and I'm holding on to this with dear life because I'm not going to come across something else shoe-wise that has defense like that. Except I can't fucking use it unless I find something that enhances my strength. So, like, I'm probably not going to hold on to that too long, but at least for the moment, it's enough that, like, if I had to emergency sell it, like, it's got shit stuff. Like, most of the things I've got on are enhanced defense, enhanced whatever. What do you call it? Enhanced attack ratings, stuff like that. Like, this one's got plus 200 defense to it. That's why it's okay and stuff. But, like, everything else is still... I'm not coming across good shit. I'm not finding good rings. I don't have spare money to sit there and play with trying to get a good, decent ring or an amulet because I'm trying to buy a plate of armor or some gloves or a weapon or something like that. Like I don't know how much Geed's selling bows for in hell. Let's find out. I'm not going to buy one. I don't have that money. But, like, Geed is basically the guy I kind of hang out with these days. There's a bow. So you sell it for 28,000. 26,000, 27,000. Okay, so about 27,000 is about the average there, right? So every time I want to try to upgrade a bow, I kind of like double fill through my inventory. So that's like, I don't know, how many you fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically 4 times 27,000. Hold on, hit me up with my calculator. Come here, you. So 27,000 when I can do the right amount of digits. Technically times 8 because I do it 2 times over. That's 216,000 coins I need to have to be able to potentially find a new bow that might be slightly better than this. And there's a good chance that I actually need more than that to do it. So every time I need to upgrade something, I need a shit ton of coins and stuff. So yeah, Trust me, this is a fucking hell of a process. Like, I would be lucky if I could do the Den of Evil again by the time I'm like up to the end of this area. So I don't think that there's much up in this corner. I think I mostly cleared that out. Are you? Have you got a shaman? Yeah, you do. Can I just come around here and just go step? I also don't mind like all the other beasts that aren't immune to fire, because at least I can like do some okay damage to them. No. Ugh. Go back here. Turn your ass around. Go back where you came from. Because we're not going down into the group thing that's back down that way. Go back that way. Oh, that's even better. Cool. Alright. Well, I can probably wipe out this group then. Because this is the problem I had in the Den of Evil when I was trying to like just peek my nose into like the starting part of that. I had to kind of like, there was what, 8 fucking shamans, 4 right near the door. I had to kind of like separate everybody, but then to separate them, sometimes you gotta run past other groups. And to do that requires obviously not getting hit, not getting cornered, not getting killed by something else, not getting something else that you're not entirely trying to kill, like walking up to you. And these guys get fixated, by the way. So they walk up and they're like, oh, I am going to follow you around for like the next minute or so. So then, you know, you literally can't go somewhere and hide. They also don't drop much in the way of like loot. Also trying to keep Eliza alive. Like, look, she literally just fucking walks into the battle. Come back here. It would be nice if she would kind of like have the mentality to stay behind me most of the time, but that's not what she does. She just likes to be in the thick of the battle, and unfortunately that gets her killed a lot. Like I said, if I bought her actual stuff off the rack that was stronger, because she can use whatever, right? She's not limited like my character is with stats. Okay? So if I could do that for her, she would be so much stronger. She would probably be the strongest in the fucking group because of her level and like, you know, the gear and weapons and stuff. By the way, she also gets my like hand-me-down bows and shit too. So she also can't have crossbows. So even though we had that really nice crossbow, she would not have been able to. It's not that she wouldn't have been able to use it. I wouldn't have been able to let her use it. So what was that? Gold. I'll tell you what, the sound of gold dropping at the moment is actually pretty useful, but when I see like 500 gold drop, I'm looking at only like 1 health potion. Like 1 super health potion is all that's equaling. So yeah, it's very much like with RimWorld, how I've got like hundreds and hundreds of characters, right? It's when I do a trade for like a few hundred food, it's like a day's worth of food. It's not much for the scale that I'm working with and stuff. In this case, what was that near you? I don't think I dropped anything for you. I gotta admit the Dark Hunters are nice because at least I can kind of kill them. Plus, if I can freeze some of these bastards, because I've got a lot of freeze damage. I have a lot of things to do: freeze damage, poison damage, a little bit of extra fire damage. I don't think I have much that does. I do have something that does electrical damage. So every so often somebody hits me really hard and I just do a lightning pulse. So I don't know what that is. I have so many things that enhance like my chance to potentially like hurt somebody. Just for the sake of like, if they hit me, I need them to take damage too. And I don't want you guys to creep around the corner because you guys are getting really close to stuff. My Valkyrie will do it. It's a fucking tempter. Alright, let's come back down here because I can see there's a group of us here. And she had a little group on her up the top. But I just want to know where a shaman is in this area, because if I can't see one, there's 2. There we go. Okay. So basically you 2, if I can get you 2 gone. If I can get you 2 gone without dying, there's a 3rd one at a distance off to the side here. But Eliza, Valkyrie, me, we're all in here. Valkyrie's in a pretty good spot there actually. And we have a decoy at a distance, I think, or not. Whoop, no. Let's put a new decoy there. Whoa, shit. Hello. Seed Fester. What the hell are you? Teleportation extra fast. Demon. Cold enchanted immune to cold. Cool. Jesus, Eliza is basically dead. Let's get you health. Let's run you back over here. I don't think that that's a special one. Like, yeah, it's a special one. It's got a name and stuff, but it's not like a, not like, you know, like Blood Raven or something like that, you know. It's not like probably not going to be next to, you know, that scroll thing that you find in, like, the stony fields and shit. Like, the one that's next to that is usually pretty nuts. That's fine. Oh, hello. There's something else up here I saw light up. Look, at least I can freeze them. Like, if I use my bow and I persist with that, I will freeze them. And then they might shatter. And then that's just enemies that aren't existing to be used against me. So even though this is a bit of, like, waste of time fodder, at least I can maybe get rid of some of them. It's less to be used against me then. I heard something drop then. And every so often I hear something that sounds like armor or something. I'm not sure what it is. Let me put a decoy. I thought I put a decoy up here, but apparently not. Yeah, everybody's kind of fleeing. I do not want to walk around the corner and find whatever her fucking name was. But I need to get back up to the shaman. There. Okay, so you guys are like now clustering around these two. It's not useful for me. Mana recharge, that is. If I can stay away from you. Are you... You're not hurt enough. Somebody in here is. Yeah, Thief Fester looks like they're taking some damage. If I can just avoid that shaman. Yeah, I'm just far enough away from the shaman now. You're taking some good damage. You're immune to cold, but you're not immune to fire. Fucking hell. Oh, finally. When they die, and there's a chance that maybe they died and they dropped something I can sell. Like I said, eventually, once I can get some armor that's stronger, or a weapon that does more damage, so then I don't have to take damage. I don't have to get in the thick of the battle as much, right? Once I'm in that kind of position where I can actually like take home some gold and store it, we can start getting better shit. But honestly, just like the process of don't die, so I can get XP is also nice. As long as they're not playing too much, there you are. I knew you'd come down if I stood around long enough. I knew they had to be there. I cleared away a lot of them. And now he's too preoccupied attacking me. Back here, mate. No. All the way in front of you. Come on, turn back. Turn your ass around, sir. Take it all the way back home. Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell. Valkyrie, I need you in here. Yeah, no, he's still here. He's still in the cluster. I got him a couple of times. I can knock you around, mate. I do like the fact that at least I can, like, knock him. And or make him flee. Finally, okay. This should be a killable group now. God, this has taken so long. Like, it's not about the time. Please understand, it isn't about how long it's taking. I know I'm, like, been checking the time and shit, because it's been curious to me, because I'm like, these battles are taking forever. It's more about, like, the amount of effort in every battle is just nuts. Like, it's... I don't know, it's fucking gobsmacking. Like, I'm literally like, holy shit. Every time I successfully beat these, I gotta admit, like, if you want to try something that's fucking difficult, you can give, like, what I'm doing, my soldier playthrough a go, right? It is hard, because, like, the temptation to, like, make her good and get better stuff, and or, like, you know, use things like rune words and other stuff exists, right? But, like, actually persisting all the way through hell with this, fucking hell. Like, every battle is genuinely difficult. And it's not difficult because, like, the enemies or something are, like, some kind of Uber thing. It's, like, literally, I've scaled up the game by scaling down my character. You know. In a way. It's a weird fucking way to do it. Cold is easier? Yeah, sure, if you're, you know, using cold for this, you can freeze them and then they snap and it's gone. Also got command code. But yeah, no, my original character is all fire. So, no cold, unfortunately. Like, literally, I won't get any cold stats on her until pretty much until like the last couple of stats of hell. I won't get those. So, that's how long I've got to wait to be able to unlock those. So, yeah, fire against things that are immune with fire is obviously, like, obviously a slog of a battle and stuff. Oh, that's open in that end there. But, yeah, I don't know. Look, they still take damage, it just takes a long time. Like, the other things around them don't. But, I don't know, I think maybe my third character originally was Cold, because I did... So I had I've always done bows, so no crossbows. So, first one was bows with fire, and second one was a sorcerer. Probably also like fire stuff on her. I can't remember, it's been a long time. I can hear a shaman up here. But then my third character would have been another Amazon with cold arrows. And then we would have got up to probably... I actually had a look at my images of like my original characters, and I don't think I got to Barbarian until my 5th character. So I had probably 3 Amazons, 1 sorceress, and a barbarian originally. Is what I, from what I could tell from like the screenshots and shit. So yeah, I went through my old game the other day, and I'm like, I just wanted to have a look at what I used to have, and I'm like, oh yeah. It was interesting, you know. I also had somebody else's character, because, you know, back in the day you could transfer game save files, and you could just transfer an entire character. But the thing was, as long as you kept copying that character, so old Diablo 2 used to be really easy to kind of like duplicate your shit as well. So my first like original character, this one, Kelly, right? I never fucked around with her, right? Because she was basically like, obviously like some form of sacred. But my other ones, oh man, did I fuck around with them. So I had 1 or 2 that exclusively had like a lot of inventory items and a lot of gold. And I remember I used to just bring her into a game, and I used to like just drop gold for like other people. And then as long as I like, I need help. As long as I like left the game and then like, what do you call it? Copied back over my file to save, I could hop back in and help characters again. Because I used to hop into Battle.net a fair bit and play with other people, and part of that was like I mostly liked helping people get through like their games and stuff. So like I could drop my entire character's inventory, armor, gold, everything for them, and be like, it's cool, I've got nothing left, but if you sell everything, your like character will have money for like good shit and deaths and what do you call them, the helpers and all sorts of stuff, right? So yeah, it was kind of fun. In hindsight, I think I can see why Blizzard has kept it to being like you have to be connected to the internet. Like it makes sense, because like even playing offline, like I would like to be able to play offline in the sense of not requiring internet usage for, you know, the game, but also being able to, like, if I wanted to have an offline character and just play in my own spare time, to be completely, absolutely offline, right? But I understand that probably the reason why they did that is to prevent exactly what I just said I used to do with, like, my spare characters and stuff, where, it was really easy to kind of, like, assist other people. Like, I could have obviously done it for myself. If I got 2 computers and logged my character in on different games, I probably could have like transferred stuff back and forth between each other, but like, you know, it's not what that's about. It's more like you could do so much, I feel like you could do so much more with the old original game. Obviously there was also like Diabolic and stuff. Like I said, I accidentally went into a Diabolic game with my original character once. Didn't know what Diabolic was. So I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna like play around in here. There was so many people playing in that game. It was great. And then I ran back into town, and you know how like you click the point and move and shit? So anyway, I was clicking and pointing to move around town, and I accidentally fucking picked up somebody else's gold in the process of running to my stash just as they happened to drop it. I don't want to be in the stony fields, mate. Come back here. As soon as I move past this gate, I'm gonna get attacked by a bunch of fucking maidens. So let's not do that, yeah? Alright. Yeah, anyway, so I accidentally picked up somebody's gold as they were dropping it, because you point to click to move around and shit, right? And they couldn't tell me how much gold it was for me to like drop it back for them, because I was happy enough to drop it back. I didn't want their fucking stinking gold. I just wanted my own stuff. So yeah, they couldn't tell me how much it was, and they wanted me to just drop my entire inventory of gold. But you know, as you can see, when you've maxed out a character, you end up with like up to 680,000 gold on your person, right? So I was like, I'm not about to give them like hundreds of thousands of money. Like, that's my money, you know? So yeah, anyway, they got shitty about the whole thing and ended up hacking my original character down to basically 0 stats on a max level character, which was my original Kelly Amazon, right? And so that was kind of awful. I need to find out where the shamaness area is. So yeah, that was pretty fucking awful. I don't have health, actually. Hold on. Give me the health. There we go. Alright. But, yeah, I ended up, I obviously, like, jumped into somebody else's game and some other diabolic game, and they were able to, like, help respec my character. But the problem is, they didn't respec my character how I wanted to respec her as, like, a fucking 12-year-old OCD. They respected how a, oh, come on, Eliza. They respected to how a fucking Amazon should be spec'd. Oh, Eliza died anyway. But, yeah, so I never truly had my... Will you fuck off? I never truly had, like, my actual original character, like, after that, because she wasn't spec'd how I wanted it to be. She was just a normal, decent archer, you know, Amazon. Which, big whoop, everybody can have one of those. I wanted my very, very fucking special, difficult to play character. So yeah, I never quite got that with like another character. Like every single Diablo I've ever played, I've had my first character in some way on every game ruined. Except for Diablo 4. Luckily everybody left me the fuck alone with that, which was nice. But yeah, so far I haven't had very good success rate, so I'm kind of enjoying getting a chance to destroy this character very intentionally. Like, not necessarily, like, destroy her, but, you know, she's obviously exactly how 12-year-old me had always envisioned her being. And it makes her fucking hard to play, which is kind of fun, because, like, yeah, you can follow any old tutorial online and make your character decent. Everybody has a half-decent character, or at least, like, okay. Right? And some people have really insanely good characters if they want to try. But somebody out there's got to be like bringing up the rear with like one like insanely bad character, and I've got her, so. And it's not like, it's not an unintentional, oh, I don't know how to play. No, it's I'm doing this shit on purpose, and it's hard to commit to. And long term, it is really fucking hard not to just fix at any point in time, because I'm like, I looked at her stats earlier when we had that extra one, and I'm like, I could immediately just put that into Immolation Arrow. That'd be so great, except for the fact that I now have to go through and put points in all of this before I can put any more points down this row. And as I said, young me didn't know that increasing the ones behind the top one doesn't make those stronger. So when I eventually can increase this, I'm probably honestly gonna be like an 8 or a 9 at best in Immolation Arrow by the end of Hell. And probably honestly same with everything else, be like an 8 or a 9 tops. Like, I only ever put the one javelin spear thing, thank God, because I never really committed to playing with the spear until like I tried it on other characters and shit. But thankfully I never did that on the first one. I only wasted the 1 point in there. If I could have put more points in when I go like stabby with my javelin, we'd actually have some like damage and shit. But yeah, it has been something. Let me heal myself. How far in am I there? Where am I? I am all the way over. I found the Stony Peaks area or whatever, but I've only like half, very liberally half, cleared out this area. And it's already 2 AM for me, which is end of stream time. So I'm not streaming next Thursday, but the following Thursday I have to go all the way back through from the waypoint in the fucking Cold Plains thing, whatever the fuck it is. I basically have to come in from this waypoint in a fortnight's time and then walk my ass all the way back through here and clear out this area. I don't have to go past this, okay? So once I've cleared an area, like an area like this, like the Bloody Foothills or whatever, and I move through and I find a portal, and then we start clearing this out, like we start from here. So I've got to clear all this out. Once this is all cleared out and I have a stony area,